travelers! Hello. It's Neil here.
And I'm Kimberly.
And this is To Travel and Tour TV. And it is Friday night, meaning that you are attending our Night Owl edition.
Yes.
So welcome in, welcome in. Let's see who we have in the house right off the bat. Dewey here says, dusting off my seat and turning on the lights low so no one sees me.
Well, there you are. Hi.
We just saw you, Dewey.
Hi.
Hey, welcome in. Good to have you with us tonight. Dewey, first one in tonight here in the Night Owl edition. The second one in will be Anthony Simone, our moderator.
Anthony.
Welcome in, Anthony. Always a pleasure to have you with us, my friend. Anthony, who has been with us for quite some time and has been, at this point, also a moderator for quite some time.
And a very good one.
Absolutely. So big welcome to you. Tyrannical Spirit in the house. Already greeting the other fellow travelers in the chat. That is great. How are you today, Tyrannical Spirit? Good to have you with us. Daniel Fields says, I'm here.
Hi.
He's there. He's there. He's there. Good deal, Daniel. Thank you so much for joining us tonight as well. All right. Looks like I'm already caught up with the comments. That is really fast.
Yeah,
tonight.
we need some more people.
Wow, I never did that within 2 minutes.
Yeah, come on.
If you would like, you could certainly share the live stream out. That would be very much appreciated. Get some more fellow travelers in here. In the meantime, I see that Jimmy has joined us. Hey, welcome in. Awesome to have you with us. Let me know if you're drinking anything good tonight. Maybe a beer. I see Daniel saying here hello from Nancy and Daniel. So there's both fields is there.
Hi,
well,
Nancy.
Hello to you, Nancy. Awesome that you two are joining in on our Night Owl edition. I see Nick D is in the house. It says, I am there. I think Nick is kind of talking from our perspective because for us, he is there in Kentucky.
I don't know. Maybe he's there at our door. Nick?
I would be very surprised. I would be very surprised. Then again, it is Nick. You can't entirely rule it out. Our Duchess of Drinks,
Hola.
Megan Morris. Hola, cheers and buenas noches, everyone. That's right. Cheers it is, Megan, because we have entered the weekend. So if anyone in here has any weekend plans, do feel free to share. Let's talk a little bit about that. Let's see what is going on with everyone. Jim asking how we're doing. We're doing just fine, my friend. Awesome to have you over with us. And it's going to be obviously a short weekend as usual because we don't have 2 days off in a row. We're off on Wednesdays and on Saturdays usually. But Sundays will be just normal work day, unfortunately. Let's see, some meetings and greetings being exchanged. And Jimmy, has a beer in front of him.
Nice. Of course he does.
What kind of beer are we talking about, Jim? What, do you have a Miller Lite or a Coors or anything like that? You know what? I could really go for a beer, but we don't have any in the house.
No, you need to get some tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, I
think we need some beer.
Yeah, we do need
some.
We're out. When we have been out, we need our house. We need our Rolling Rock.
Yeah, Rolling Rock's our house beer.
Yeah. So, if there are no weekend plans that anyone is making, then of course feel free to share with us what you are drinking tonight. Anything fancy, anything simple. Woo! Yeah, Kimberly decided to skip the tea tonight and have sparkling water instead. However, I decided to just stick with my good old-fashioned tea, green tea that is. So let's see. Oh, wait a minute. I see a comment coming in here from Daniel. It says, I joined a Facebook group called Beer Selfie. Very fun.
Oh, that sounds fun. I'm going to join that. Yeah. If you could send me a friend request, do so.
Yeah, that would be awesome. I want to be part of that too. Megan says, no beer in the house? That would be a code red emergency at my house. I know, yeah.
And Megan is here with beer.
Yeah. It's like an express service for beer delivery. That'd be funny. Dewey says sparkling water with a wine chaser. Oh, there you go.
Actually, my son Jake made at Christmas time a wine slushy stuff.
Oh,
and I still have some in the freezer. And we were drinking it at Christmas with ginger ale because it's frozen. And you put it in the glass and then you put this ginger ale over it. Well, I tried it with the sparkling water, and I'll tell you what, that's really good too. And I have some more of that in there, and I'm thinking maybe I need a wine slushie.
Maybe you do. Hey, wait a minute. I see Margaret has joined us as well. Hey, Margaret, good evening to you. Welcome in. I have a Stella Artois in one hand, and I'm pretty sure the answer to the picture in the other, but I'll keep that to myself for now. Yes, please do. I mean, last Wednesday, our fellow travelers had a surprising hard time guessing the background.
Yes.
And so we decided to make it a little bit easier this time, just a little bit. But yeah, if you do know the answer, don't throw it in the chat yet. We will, of course, do our Guess the Background game later on in the live stream. But that way we can give everyone a chance to put his or her guess in. Jeffrey Resendi's in the house. Hey, Jeffrey, welcome in. Happy Friday night to you. Nick says, green tea is fantastic if you love the taste of grass.
I agree.
Apparently, I love the taste of grass. Fine by me. Jim says that he is having Corona beer. Oh, how fitting, Jim.
I like Corona beer.
Yeah, it's good.
But I don't think it's our favorite Mexican beer.
No, it's not.
Out
of the Mexican beers, I'd have to go Modelo.
I know you really like Modelo.
Yeah.
Now, I like my Corona, and I like it with a lime in it. And I do like Sol beer, too.
Sol is good, yeah. Isn't that also a beer that you put like a piece of lime in or something?
I guess you could.
Or is that more Corona?
Do. But Corona is the one they put the lime in. And that's really good.
All right, I see some meetings and some greetings being exchanged here. That is always good to see. Quick reminder for everyone in here, if you haven't done so yet, please remember to, indeed, Kimberly, hit those thumbs up. That would be very much appreciated. And once again, the YouTube gods are still very much on their mission to axe smaller channels, fellow travelers. Purge. So if that button
Make
right
sure you didn't get purged
in the vicinity out there of the thumbs up is still red, make sure you turn that gray. Nancy feels in the house. Welcome in, Nancy. Awesome to have both you and Daniel in here. Megan says here, Modelo, Corona, Sol, Tecate. Okay, so that is basically your order of preference right there.
Have I had the Tecate?
It's Tecate.
Have I had it?
I don't know if you had.
Have I?
You may have. I mean, I would be surprised if you never had Tecate at all. Clay Meir in the house. Hello, wonderful evening, Neil and Kimberly. Wonderful evening. It is indeed, Clay. It is Friday night. That means it is time for our Night Owl edition, and that is obviously something we have been looking forward to. One of the highlights of our week. So welcome in. Let us know what's going on. If you have anything planned for the weekend, anything you are drinking right now. Or, just anything fun you plan on doing. Just a nice and easygoing chat we got going on in here.
Thank you, Daniel.
Daniel doesn't mess around and indeed has already sent you the invite. So that can be taken care of. That's already taken care of. That's awesome. More meetings and greetings going on. Good. Well, Kimberly, we have something to discuss tonight, do we not?
A little bit.
All right. Why don't you go ahead and tell everyone?
Well, I think everybody here knows, but we are booked to go to Mexico in February. And this week, surprise! Starting on the 26th, you have to have a test to come back to the United States. And that doesn't matter if it's Mexico or anywhere in the world. It's any flight coming into the United States. You have to have a negative test or proof that you've had the virus like within 90 days or so. And again, it has to be doctor proof, not just, hey, wait a minute, I had it. No. You have to have the right documentation. So there has been a flood of information on the internet and on Facebook and everywhere else. And about a third of it's right.
About a third, you say?
About a third. I have seen some crazy stuff this week, and we have a little messenger group that is people that are planning on going to Mexico with us. And I had maybe a small rant this week.
Oh, did you?
A little one. But people saying crazy crap.
You had a small rant. Can I make a 30 seconds short of that?
You might want to.
That'd be funny. That'd be really funny.
Because, it's just been unbelievable. And this happened to the one time when there was a hurricane that was headed towards Mexico, the one we weren't in. And with what we missed, that people were giving people that were at the resorts this insane advice. Like one guy was telling people, you must not listen to the Mexican authorities. Don't listen to anyone at the resort. Get in a car, drive as far as you can.
Yeah,
and
what makes you think they know their own country?
Yeah, and driving aimlessly into a country you don't know during a natural disaster is a great plan.
Yeah.
Why would you tell somebody this? But again, there was some of that kind of stuff that was going on with Facebook. People saying, oh, you needed, I saw people saying that you had to be tested and weird stuff, like just crazy stuff. And like that you had to, there was these testing sites and they were far away and it was going to be $300 a person. And I'm like, that seems high.
No
but
way.
The one guy, they actually made him take down posts that he had posted all over Facebook, all over the Mexico, like Facebook groups. And they made him take stuff down. I don't even know what his all said. But a lot of these groups are going through and trying to take stuff down. It's been unbelievable. But we are still going.
You know, what I always wonder is, where do these people get their information?
I'm convinced sometimes they make it up.
Really? Just you think it's like a cry for attention?
Did they like to incite panic?
Oh, yeah.
And then and the thing is, it's just because you have people agree with, it's like they feel like they get people to agree with them. That means that they're right. It doesn't mean that you're right. It means that you're persuasive.
Yeah. All right. Let me interrupt you briefly.
Sorry.
No, that's quite all right.
I'm going again.
Let me interrupt you briefly right there. We will continue to talk about this, but I do see some more fellow travelers.
Yeah, and one you really have to talk to.
Yeah, I do. That is right. I see MGM Family Travel has joined us. Hey, guys, welcome in. Bill and Lucy from MGM Family Travel in the house. Tyrannical Spirit noting that it is a crazy world. You are absolutely right about that. Oh, wait a minute. What does this say? What does Dewey say?
Mexico!
Yes, there you go.
Dewey's coming with us.
Yep. Then I see...
We're going with Dewey, however you want to look at it.
Clay here says, Neil and Kim, I'm just drinking lighted sparkling red wine. Oh, good for you. Good for you. Ronnie and Alma in the house from Life is Good Today, throwing in their travel cry. Way to go, guys. Way to go.
Tell them.
Yeah.
Tell them what you did.
I do have, well, no. That wasn't me. That was the creatures with the little paws.
It was him.
I'm telling you.
He had total control of this.
Apparently, I didn't. There is weird creatures living in this house that mess with my stuff.
Yeah, and they're the ones that take one sock.
Yes.
And give us Tupperware lids that belong to nothing.
Yes. The same ones. The same ones. I'm telling you.
Show them.
All right. So, Ronnie and Alma today, as planned, did receive their box of
stuff.
True Travel and Tour stuff. There was, however, a very nice something included in that they ended up not getting.
I'm like, why did they mention this?
And that was in this envelope, and I've showed it earlier, but in this envelope, there is the gift card for Walmart.
Yeah.
And I am 100% convinced that I put it in that tote bag.
The tote, the True Travel and Tour tote. Did you get the tote?
Yeah, the tote they got. Didn't you see the picture?
Did you get the tote?
No, it was the picture that they showed. Yeah, they got everything else. Anyways, we are going to make sure one way or another, of course, that you are going to get this
Yeah, because it's yours.
But on behalf of the creatures with the little paws, our apologies. I'm telling you, it was that.
I know. Every time something happens in this house, and he'll be running around yelling, "Who did this?" And I'll say, "I don't know who did it." And he goes, "You're trying to tell me it's a creature with little paws?" I'm like, "Apparently."
We have a creature with little paws walking around anymore.
Yeah, we have Eddie, but he didn't do it. Eddie's always innocent.
Well, he tends to hide things, you know.
You know what though? He's starting to get so vocal. He's really talking back. Like I'll talk to him and he'll go, woo, 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 and he'll talk back to me. It's hysterical.
Oh boy. All right, I see a bunch of meetings and greetings going on. Oh, it's getting full in here now. 20 people in the house. Good. Nice. That is good. That's what we like to see in here. And indeed, guys, if you do see anyone joining us for our Night Owl edition, just acknowledge them, say hello. As you all know, we want everyone to feel at home here.
Yeah.
So after a bunch of meetings and greetings, I see Megan is saying, when rules change at the drop of a hat, I find it better to wait and let things calm down before making any sudden decisions.
I agree with Megan 100%.
Great approach indeed. And I do believe that the majority of travelers are like that. Not jump in right away without really knowing what you're dealing with. First, make sure you get all the information you need before you can make such a decision. And then see what you should be doing. Oh, wait a minute. Someone realizes that this is camera time. Oh, look at that. Look who is here. Look who is here.
Mama's baby.
Oh, yeah, sure. You just claim them all for yourself, huh?
Mama's baby.
Oh, I see how it is. You're just going to lay down? You're not going to say hi to our fellow travelers, Eddie? Okay, sniffing Mommy's face is more interesting.
Yeah, Mommy has lipstick on. It's amazing.
All right, more comments are coming in here. Here, for instance, from Daniel Fields, people are just spreading all kinds of false info and others take it as real. I know, but what's the deal with that? Really? Why do people do that? Is it a cry for self-attention? What is it really? What is it about? What do they get out of that? Jim noting here that we do need to get some beer. Yeah, we do, Jim. We're completely out at this point. That is no bueno, as Megan would say. More meetings and greetings going on. Ronnie and Alma. Oh, what are they saying?
Mexico. Are you going?
Yeah, that is the big question. Well, I think, just like what Megan was saying, I think Ronnie and Alma are kind of still on the fence too.
Well, we'll give you 1,000,000 points and your gift card.
Ooh, there's a deal. Jeffrey asking if everyone can keep his family in their prayers. Okay, of course, Jeffrey. Certainly we can. What else do we have going on? Hey, Jonathan Short from the Six Traveling Shorts in the house. Hey, Jonathan, welcome in. Always good to see you in here. We're just having, for you and for everyone else who just joined, we're just having a nice and easygoing conversation about some, about some developments with regards to traveling to Mexico.
Traveling anywhere.
Yeah, so just to sum up what we were just talking about is that in order to travel back to the United States from Mexico, you now will need, when does it start? The 26th?
Yeah, I believe so.
Starting the 26th of January, you will need to have a test done. And basically have a negative COVID test. So yeah, we're discussing that a little bit and how the Mexican authorities are dealing with that. And it seems like the resort that we plan on going to, you can do it right there on site, which I figured they were going to do.
Okay. Do you want me to go into how this all went down today too? About that?
What?
Okay,
here we go.
At first.
Well, hold on a little bit because I do want to go over
this. Why you start talking about it again?
Yeah, but
Eddie else got all excited.
I'm sure he is. Clay says, thumbs everyone up, guys, for this fantastic new game. It's COVID-free. Yes,
it is.
It is COVID-free. You're right about that. Ronnie and Alma having a good time upon hearing the travel cry. Nancy asking to show Eddie. Okay, show Eddie another time. There he is. There's the little doggy. Dewey says that he was thrilled to hear that Ryu was so cooperative.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, absolutely. Tyrannical Spirit says it's always blame the pooch. Yeah. Daniel says just the thumbs up was number 10. Awesome. Very good. I do see, however, 20 in the house.
Yeah,
so if those of you...
Teddy, you don't like us.
Yeah, apparently.
But thanks for staying.
Anthony, happy to see Eddie, and so is Margaret. So flipping cute.
Yes.
Jim saying hi to Eddie. Tyrannical Spirit, happy to see the dog.
Everybody's happy
Nancy,
to see you,
everyone
baby.
is always happy to see our travel mascot.
Or Eddie.
Also happy to see Eddie. Oh, gee, Eddie, hi, cutie. Tyrannical Spirit saying, actually, dogs smell your breath to smell what you ate last.
Probably.
I do believe that. Megan says, I am much more likely to not cancel after hearing the protocols in place from Rio. Yeah, I'm sure. MGM, Bill and Lucy saying here, the resorts will figure out how to test everyone. It will be fine.
Yeah.
It seems to be heading that direction indeed. Jeffrey saying good night to everyone. Okay, Jeff, hey, regardless, thank you so much for stopping by. And of course, we are going to keep you in our thoughts and prayers. Let's see here. Bill Lucy saying they don't want people to not go because of inconvenience.
And I'll tell you what,
yes,
there were
we
cancellations. Oh my goodness. I mean, so many people were saying that they canceled. You know, they didn't know what was going on, but they canceled. And I mean, I can understand. I mean, you got to do what you're comfortable with. But we more so took the, Eddie, what are you?
He's sniffing your hand.
A lot. We more so took the approach that we wanted to give it a little bit of time, not say no, but give it a little bit of time and see what developed.
Yeah.
Now, granted, as right now we are going and we do plan on going, but if for some reason we would start hearing horror stories,
obviously that can change our stance here.
But right now there isn't any. And if anything, it seems like they are just becoming more and more and more cooperative to try to keep people coming. What we found out today was, first of all, RVing has something called RVing Protect. Apparently, though, it's only available if you book directly with the RVing property. If you book through a third party vendor, like I booked through Southwest for us.
Yeah.
And so therefore the RVing Protect is not available. And we double checked that because we thought maybe it was something we could just purchase. No. And that's what they told everybody. No, you can't have RVing Protect unless you booked with us. But then by the end of the day, there was this letter that came out that said that the RVing properties were going to have, they didn't call it RVing Protect, but if you go to a RVing property, they're going to provide on-site free testing, free.
Yeah.
And if they said in the rare instance that you would test positive, you and whoever you are traveling with in the same room, so like me and Neil would be in the same room, that they would give you the 10 additional nights for free.
Yeah, and that is exactly
and give you and feed you.
And that's exactly what Ronnie and Alma are tagging onto here too. They're saying we are on the fence, but Alma showed me something today about the RVing free testing and lodging for those who test positive. So tempting.
Yeah, that's why we're still going.
Exactly.
Our main concern was if one of us tested positive, were they going to separate us and like send one of us home?
Yeah, no, that is.
And then no. It's either
no bueno.
No bueno. We don't like that idea, and that would have been a little scary, but I mean, we were still considering it. I mean, because, okay, the odds are we're going to be okay. I mean, we've already been there twice and everything went well. And this is, and we're pretty confident. I mean, these resorts are really clean.
The thing is, the previous two times, from what we have seen and experienced, we have no reason to believe that the third time we're going is going to be that much worse.
No. If anything, I think they've gotten better at it.
Yeah, because they are getting more experienced.
Yeah.
Daniel, hashtag Eddie knee bouncing. Dewey noting that he was the number one.
Of course you were.
Nice. That is awesome. Jeffrey says that his family is not doing that good. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope it will. The situation will change to the good for you and your family soon, Jeffrey. Tyrannical Spirit asking if there's a cancellation fee.
Mm-mm. Most of them. It depends on, of course, who you book with. But right now, with everything, there's usually not. If you do cancel, some of them will give you 100% refund. Some of them will give you a credit. It depends on what you book, and it depends on what insurance is, and there's a lot of factors.
Yeah. Dewey saying here that should lower the crowds at the resort even more now.
Yeah.
Yeah, and no doubt that there is a lot of people that will, basically abstain from traveling to Mexico
or
given
anywhere.
The latest development now. But hey, that also means that for those who are still going, guess what? You get to have the resort more so to your own.
Now, also too, is I want to point this out. This week, even before the announcement about the testing on the Southwest, there was a big drop in price. And I was able to call Southwest and get a credit for the difference. Now, they didn't refund it back to my card because I don't have their protection through them, because I don't care. but I don't mind having a credit. Now with the credit, with that, what I can do is I can spend it on anything that Southwest offers. So that means if I want to upgrade our room,
Yeah.
I can. If I want to do some excursions through that I can buy through Southwest, I can do that. So anything that we can buy through Southwest, you can do. So if you are going to Mexico or if you are traveling, please do keep in mind, if you are booked through a travel agent, call your travel agent and have them double check the pricing. Like I said,
That can save you a lot of money.
We're talking a significant drop. And I was able to get Megan a credit too.
Yeah.
So Megan and Nick. So please keep an eye on that, because I know with things being a little crazy, they might not think about it, but please, it'll be worthwhile. In fact, I told Nancy, Nurse Nancy, because she's going too.
Oh yeah.
I told her about that. Well, she called. Turns out she did have a credit and she was able to upgrade her room as well. She was so glad that I told her to do that because she had booked herself.
Yeah.
So she had to call. She waited online for 3 hours.
But hey, that's worth it.
Yeah,
I think.
and now she's in the villas as well. And she has an ocean view in the villa. So she has an ocean view jacuzzi.
Can't go wrong.
How can you beat that?
All right, let's
For no more money.
Let's go over some more comments that are coming in here. Dewey says the only thing stopping me will be the doctor.
I hope not.
I hope not, Dewey. I really hope not. Clay agrees with what Dewey is saying. Bill and Lucy saying you can probably get a great deal right now if people are canceling. Yeah.
Like I said, that's why I said keep an eye on the prices.
Yeah, you do definitely want to keep an eye on the prices right now for traveling to Mexico. Because even though Mexico is very experienced with tourism and how to handle tourism, there are no doubt going to be a lot of cancellations, no matter what the Mexican authorities put in place, no matter what the all-inclusive resorts put in place. Not good for Mexico itself, but it is good for us travelers in that the prices will likely to indeed, as Bill and Lucy are saying here, very likely to go down.
Yeah.
Thomas Reiser in the house. Hey, Thomas, welcome in. Awesome to have you in here on this Friday night. How are you doing? Let us know what's going on. Just for you and for everyone else who just joined us, we're having a conversation about
Mexico.
Yeah, about Mexico, but the latest development, to be precise, in that travelers from the United States who are going home will need to have a negative COVID test done.
And the truth is, you know, we don't know for sure how long this is going to be. Because here's the thing. They're saying even if you're vaccinated, they want you to have a negative test.
Yeah.
So even once we're all vaccinated, I don't know how long they're going to be doing this thing with the testing. I mean, and I'm certainly not ready to stop traveling.
No, neither am I. Nick is saying here, I'm getting Ryu Protect where the guy from Street Fighter 2 is my bodyguard.
Let me know how that works out.
That is funny. Let's see what else is going on. Daniel says, Kimberly sent me the info on the big drop. Excellent. Yeah, I'm sure you've talked to the Fielders about that.
Oh, okay.
You haven't?
I didn't. I don't know. I guess I did. I probably told you. But if you want me to send you a quote, let me know for when we're going. I'll happily send you a quote. All
right. Bill Lucy saying it's Mexico. Nobody will test positive. Yeah.
I thought maybe.
We don't rule it out. I mean, we all know how big of a sector tourism is in Mexico.
And it's so important for them.
Yeah, it is very important for them. And so, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if the amount of negative test might
outweigh.
Yeah.
But, I mean, that's good because, you know, everybody's healthy.
Yeah, but we'll go with that. Thomas saying, I have been bombarded by the State Department with some email about negative COVID test rule as I was on different countries' lists.
Oh okay.
Yeah.
Okay, they were just giving you lots of information.
Yeah, from what it sounds like. Clay is saying, Neil, you'll be required to do a test before going, and it will ask on the airport your results. There are a lot of discounts.
No, we don't have to do it before we go.
No, from what we are finding, Clay, we don't have to do that before, only before we go back to the United States. Clay is saying, when you get back home.
No, we don't have to do a test when we get back home.
That's at least from what we have been reading.
No.
Let's see what else is going on. Megan is saying here, Mexico has a bad perception for many people in the US. Cancun is the most affluent and tourist-dependent area, and I am confident they will get it together by the time we go.
I agree.
That is what we are banking on too, Megan.
I mean, look, it's been like, what, a couple of days? And look what all they put in place already.
Yeah, and
wow.
Again, the previous 2 times we were there, all the safety precautions that have been put in place by the Mexican authorities, by basically everyone involved with tourism in Mexico, we have no reason to believe that this is going to be a lot of a hassle. Daniel says, Kimberly did, but we have a conflict. But the price drop info is always good to get. Okay. All right.
Yeah, like I said, you weren't sure if you could. You had something else going on. Like I said, if you want, let me know at airport and let me know what days, and I'll be happy to give you a quote.
Yep. Clay is saying the resorts are not so strict nowadays. They will be nice to give extra service like room upgrading and some freebies, and you are safe. Resorts are not crowded and sure clean. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that is exactly what we experienced the last 2 times too. Now, there is differences, however, in, that reminds me, Clay, in the way in which, for instance, rooms are being cleaned. The first all-inclusive resort we went to in Mexico last year, so that was the Secrets Capri.
I liked how that one was done.
Yeah, so...
I will be honest, I preferred that.
That had, like, everything that could possibly, basically frequently touch surfaces, like the thermometer, the thermostat, the remote control. Everything like that had been put in sealed bags.
Not the thermostat.
Well, no, not but the thermostat had a sticker on it.
I just pictured it hanging on the wall in a baggie.
You know what I mean.
It's great.
Okay.
Tomorrow when you get up, our thermostat's going to be in a baggie. With duct tape.
With duct tape. Okay, Kimberly. I want to see that.
Yeah, you probably will.
Oh, boy. But yes, so that is the way Secrets did it. They put everything like in little bags except the thermostat.
Yeah, that has...
But they put like stickers on it that have been sanitized. Mini bar, sanitized. And sealed, actually.
And you know what else, too, is I like? They actually had a seal on the door.
Yeah, they did.
That said it was all sanitized. Like... Everything in there was done.
The door of the room, you mean,
yes,
right?
the door of the room. And then when you opened the door of the room, you broke the seal, but that told you that room was completely done.
Yeah.
And I liked that.
Exactly.
They told us at the next resort that they did a misting process.
A misting process?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know. But I like the way Secrets did it.
I see Blaine is in the house. Hey, Blaine, how are you doing, my friend? Awesome to have you here this Friday night. Thank you so much for joining us. We're... discussing the latest regulations for United States travelers to go to Mexico, actually to come back from Mexico. Jim is saying that he is staying safe. That is always good. Let's see what else is going on. Lots of meetings and greetings. That is great to see. Megan says here it is recommended but not required to test before you leave and again once you return. Okay. Yeah. So that is probably where the difference is, that before you leave, it is recommended but not mandatory, whereas when you come back, you actually need to get tested.
Yeah, we have to show show it.
Daniel says a test before is a requirement of the destination country, and Mexico doesn't require it. Okay. So it all depends on the destination country then. That's what we're establishing.
Like Jamaica, if we were going to Jamaica, we'd have to get tested before we went. And then we would have to get tested before we come home.
Yeah. Question from Daniel here. Didn't Secrets Capri close or something? Yes, they did, Daniel. You're very correct about that. However, this was not related to like the COVID, the pandemic, or anything like that. They were simply bought out. They ended up closing. We think they're going to just revamp the whole place.
Yeah, they're supposed to reopen in the spring.
And yeah, there you go. Reopen in the spring. So I'm curious how different it is going to be. You know what?
I actually thought I'd like to maybe go back after they reopen under a new owner. Maybe go see what it's like.
Yeah.
I think we kind of need to do those comparison videos.
That'd be interesting. Yeah, for sure. Megan says that the Secrets was safe, but the Rio looks like they are even more sanitary, which I'm a fan of.
Yes, I think it's going to be nice.
I thought Secrets was already top notch when it came to cleanliness, but we'll see if Rio could possibly outdo it. Daniel, Kimberly, shower cap thermostat. There you go. There you go. A shower cap. Yes. Clay saying, that's good. Mexico did not require a test before you are allowed to enter the city. I was required to have a negative test before traveling to Asia. Yeah. Okay. But yeah, that's what we're establishing here, Clay.
Yeah, right now.
In order to go to Asian countries, apparently, then it is required.
Dominican, as far as I know, the only two that aren't required right now are the Dominican Republic and Mexico. You're not required to have the test to go there. But now, even if you're going to the Dominican, you'd have to have a test to come back.
Yeah. Thomas saying here, Hilton does the same thing at most properties with door stickers. Okay, that's good.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, hi.
Oh my goodness, look who is here. Traveling Granny. Hello, Kimberly Neal. My first on your live. That is fantastic.
It's great to see you, dear.
Big welcome to you. Let me tell you real quick a few things about our live stream. You have entered a very interactive live stream. So what we like to do in here is have actually a conversation with everyone in here rather than just talking and talking and talking and then talking some more. Yeah, but that is not our style.
No.
So what you can expect in our live streams is that we go over tons and tons of comments, give everyone the opportunity to basically be having comments that are being singled out, that are being talked about. And yeah, just a nice and easygoing time about it. Obviously, we talk about travel a lot. Well, good travelers are good foodies. So there's a lot about food and drinks as well. And yeah, once again, big and warm welcome to you. If you haven't done so yet, we would be honored to have you become a fellow traveler, as we call those who decided to follow us, and hit that red button for us right there. Turn it gray. That would be very appreciated.
And we also have a Facebook community if you'd like to join.
Yep. So big welcome. Traveling Granny saying hi to everyone. That is awesome. Hey, our Daily G stopping by. I think that is the JM stands for Jamaica. We got Jamaica in the house. That is awesome. Welcome in, guys. What's going on? They're saying can't wait to go to Jamaica. Yeah. Oh, for sure. Yeah. We were there, 2 years ago now? No, a little bit more than 1 year, because we're still fairly new into 2021. We are.
How long ago was it?
2019. But it was like September. So a year and a half almost. Yes.
Was it?
Yes. Anyways. Kimberly messing with me once again. That is what I put up with every single day, because that's what Kimberly does.
And that's what you love.
Do I? Oh,
you're still here.
Oh, I'm still here. Oh, okay. That's how that works. Yeah, but yeah, Jamaica, actually, now that we're talking about all-inclusive resorts, Jamaica was absolutely fantastic. And so far, it is my favorite all-inclusive resort that we've done so far. Yes, to this day.
Still Paradise Cove.
Yes, that little resort out there where you could walk from one end to another without a problem, without needing some kind of cart.
Well, we usually don't go to really big ones. I book a small ones on purpose.
There was just something about that place. You know what I mean?
It had a really good vibe.
Yes.
And you really felt like family.
Yeah, and you see, when we travel, it isn't so much luxury that we are attracted to. It's more like
a little luxury.
Well, as far as food is concerned, perhaps.
I like a little luxury.
As far as food is concerned, well, maybe Kimberly a little bit more than me, but I like great food, nice beach where you can snorkel. Snorkeling is a big thing for me.
When we're talking all-inclusive resorts, yes. But when we're talking travel in general, there doesn't have to be a beach.
Yeah. But yeah, I just love that place. I really did. Let's see what else is going on here. I see that Traveling Granny is getting a huge welcome here.
Good welcome.
Look at that. That is
everybody.
Awesome. Thank you so much for that. That is exactly what we like to see in here. Whoa, look at that. I have to actually scroll down to that. Jim is asking, what is good to visit? Okay, so
right now I recommend Mexico.
Yeah, Mexico is a great way to go. I think Dominican Republic is still an option. It's just maybe not as easy as Mexico.
You know what? I haven't done the Dominican, so I can't speak from experience. And that's another reason why I do want to go to Mexico because I want to be able to, because I do book travel for people, and I want to be able to talk from a place of experience that I've been there, I've done this, I've went through this, and this is the result, and this is how smooth or how unsmooth it was. So I want to know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Thomas Reiser is still biding his time to go back to Europe. Aren't we all?
I was talking to Neil's mom today.
Well, hey, if Europe does end up opening up, what is the first country that comes to mind that you want to go to?
Well, the Netherlands. I was talking to your mom today. If we don't go to the Netherlands first, you'll kill both of us.
Okay, that out of the equation. The obvious out of the equation. What would it be?
Out of the equation.
Yeah.
The Netherlands. That's where I'm going. I'm going to see Barbara.
Boy, you really...
I am.
You're really poking hard tonight, aren't you?
I miss your family.
Oh my gosh. Apparently you do.
Yes.
Daniel says, I don't want to feel like family. My family is at home. Okay, hey, that's fair. That's fair. More comments. Let's see. Hey, Eric B is in the house.
Hey!
Welcome in, Eric. Awesome to have you in here.
Mexico!
Let's see what your thoughts are about that. We were just discussing the new rules and regulations that have been put in place for those who are traveling from the United States to Mexico. And that being that if you want to, well, when the time comes for you to go back, yeah, I know he is coming. That's particularly why I'd like to have his opinion on this.
I guess for my birthday.
Are you going to let me finish my sentence or what?
No.
Apparently you're not. So go ahead and finish my sentence. You have been known to do that anyways.
No, I'm gonna my birthday and I get to spend it with Eric too.
Yeah, you do. Okay.
I'm excited.
Yes, I'm sure you are. That's great. Now finish my sentence.
I don't know what you were saying.
Listen, if you're going to interrupt me, you better finish my sentences.
I don't know what you were saying. What were you talking about?
I was going to ask Eric what he thinks of the new regulation that in order to travel back from Mexico to the United States, you now need a negative COVID test.
Okay.
I'm curious what he has to say. Traveling Granny noting, you all are very kind. Thank you.
Thank
Traveling
you,
Granny seems to already like it here. That's good. That's awesome. That's what we like to see in here.
Where are you from?
Yeah, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from? What kind of travel do you like? Are you more like a cruiser, or do you like to RV perhaps? I mean, we have been known to get visitors from the RV community in our chat too. Yeah, absolutely.
And we're in Pennsylvania.
Yeah. Thomas saying here, I'm going in June and December to Europe and August to Alaska.
Oh, I hope it all works out.
Yeah, me too. Let's see here. June might be just right there on the edge, Thomas, because it is my prediction anyways that travel isn't going to be completely up and running until at some point in the second half of this year. First half of the year, there's probably going to be more looking at like domestic travel, more Mexico, of course, that too, in addition to domestic travel. But I don't think that the world is going to be back up and running until later on this year. Dewey says, hoping immigration is not such a hassle this trip into Cancun.
I didn't have any problem. Did you have a problem?
What happened, Dewey? Was it just the lines there, or?
No, I do know this time on, what was it, on the way in or the way out, they asked a lot of questions.
Where? In Cancun?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know.
I know, that was in Philadelphia. You're confusing with Philadelphia.
No, Mexico asked us some more questions this time too.
Yeah, but not as many as in Philadelphia.
No.
We figured it was a newer TSA officer that went very strictly.
Those are immigration.
I think they're still part of TSA.
No,
though.
I think TSA is just the ones that check your stuff when you're going through. That's an American thing. Immigration is something different. Let us know.
Maybe I'm wrong. Daniel says the Hard Rock Dominican Republic, Punta Cana. We had friends go about a month ago. They had a great time, but with the January 26th thing, I don't know what is best. Yeah. And that brings us back to the many travelers on the fence still right now.
Daniel, that means, I hate to tell you this, but that means you should come to Cancun for my birthday and let me and Nancy party.
Oh, is that how this works? Listen, just so you know, I mean, just because I said, okay.
This is good. This is good.
We'll do this trip and I'm going to give you basically a free hand.
He's never done that before.
No, that is rare.
Never,
for me.
ever,
No.
ever. He's like, okay.
But, the one thing I am asking of you very kindly is to let me at least enjoy my vacation too.
You would enjoy Daniel and Nancy?
I would. That is the point.
You wouldn't think that would be great?
Listen, if you wander off with Nancy, go party, me and Daniel, as we have discussed previously, we will have to basically be like very much keeping an eye out on the two
Oh,
of
no.
you.
Just put water wings on us in case we fall in water.
Did you enjoy your own joke?
I did. So did Nancy, I bet.
My goodness. Daniel responding, Norway.
That's where he's going if Europe.
Yeah, if Europe.
Okay.
Let's see what everyone else has to say about it. If, say, Europe does open back up, and what is the first country that comes to mind you want to visit? Traveling Granny saying here, we had to postpone our UK trip and cruise last year.
Yeah.
Oh,
Everybody's postponing things.
Yeah. You see, Traveling Granny, here at To Travel and Tour, we very much prefer to speak in terms of postponing travel rather than canceling.
Yeah.
If it isn't going to happen at one point in time, there's no reason to say, you know what, it isn't going to happen at all. It might still happen, but at a later point in time. Hey, I see more people coming in here. I see Darian from Magnificent Germany with Darian in the house. Hey, Darian, welcome in, welcome in. Looks like we're getting a raid here. Oh, that is awesome. A raid from who, actually, Darian? Let us know.
Darian was live. I don't know.
Anyways, welcome in. Happy Friday night to you. And let us know what's going on and how you're doing. See the world with Chris, also in the house.
There.
Hey, Chris, welcome in, my friend.
We're talking to him a lot this week, too.
Yes, we have, with all the unfolding developments regarding travel to Mexico. Yep. It appears that Traveling Granny is already acquainted with Eric B. That is awesome.
Good.
So you're not basically throwing yourself in complete and utter
She's
new
a friend
group.
of a friend.
Okay. Hey, that is perfectly fine. Margaret asking when your birthday is.
February 22nd.
There you go.
Me and George Washington.
You and George Washington. There you go. Nice.
But he's a little older.
Little bit.
Little bit.
Let's see here. See some conversation going on among our fellow travelers. And there are Larry and Ananda from Plum Travelers. Hey guys, what's going on? Hello there to Canada. How is your Friday night going so far? And let us know if you have anything planned. And for everyone in here, what we're discussing right now is, the latest developments regarding travel to Mexico. So you are going to require a negative COVID test when you return to the United States.
And
if you are from the United States. Oh, to Canada too? Okay, to Canada too.
Canada started it before the United States.
Okay.
But when you go back to Canada, even though you've had a negative test, you still have to quarantine.
Right. Where
in the United States, it's just a recommendation. Where in Canada, you better.
Yeah. And then another quick reminder for everyone that just joined us tonight. First of all, welcome in. And second, please make sure you hit those thumbs up for us. We would really appreciate that. And just in case you are not yet... you haven't yet pressed that red button, so it is gray. Please do so.
And put the notification bell on.
Yes, that is important.
You know what? We have so much going on.
Yeah.
We have a lot of new videos coming out. And keep in mind, too, we will be doing more impromptu lives when we're in Mexico.
There's going to be that going on, too. And consider that is going to be in a month and change at this point in time, provided that nothing changes. Because like Kimberly pointed out before... if we start hearing these horror stories of people getting separated,
like real horror
after
stories.
Getting tested and put away in camps or whatever, real bad stuff. Then we will, reconsider going to Mexico. But unless that is the case, guys, we are going. That is not going to stop us from traveling. Our Daily Jew saying that they're from Canada, but have a second home in Jamaica that we go to once a year. That is so cool. That is so cool. So where in Jamaica is that home at? Is that like near Montego Bay? Is that like more than the Grill area? Well, what area are we talking? Let's see. Daniel says, I think my Fort Lauderdale July 3rd Princess Cruise will cancel.
July 3rd. I think you have a shot.
You got a shot, Daniel. I mean... I would say anything before June, yes, that is probably
That's
going to
done.
get
Well, that
cancelled,
is
or
already
that is
done.
already done. But July, don't give up on that yet. Don't give up on that yet. Eric says, I need to make sure my positive paperwork from December is good enough because it would be hard to come for 4 days while taking a test within 72 hours.
Yeah, I
we were
think-
talking about
yeah.
that just over dinner.
What I want to we're going to see how things develop. But from what I'm reading, as long as you have the paperwork from your doctor stating that you have had it and you have recovered from it, and he has to state that you are fit for travel.
Yes.
That's what I'm reading. But of course, read on your own. See what if you want to call.
Yeah, don't take our word
Don't
for
take
it.
our word for it. When we get closer, check with the airline just to be sure, to make sure you have the right stuff, because that's what we're going to need to do.
I mean, granted, we would like to think of ourselves as a reliable source, but then again, the situation changes all the time. So what we are saying right now might be completely irrelevant within
tomorrow.
24 hours. Yeah, exactly. Dewey saying it took nearly 3 hours to get through the crowd when we arrived. Oh, 3 hours.
See, not us.
No, that
came right through.
No. There was a bit of a line the second time, I remember, but they went through that pretty fast. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that wasn't bad at all.
I don't think we were in line any more than a half hour.
Look at this, look what Daniel's saying here. Dewey is tall with purple hair. They questioned him, I'm sure. LOL, just kidding.
You know what? Okay. Years ago, I had this luggage, and it was purple, and I had stenciled butterflies all over it. Okay, tie-dye butterflies on purple luggage, and it was beautiful. And the thing was, is I could always find it. When it came through, that's mine. There's never another one like it because I did it myself. Well, I kept going. Then I started dating Neil, and I was going to the Netherlands all the time. So I'm coming back from Amsterdam, and I have this hippie luggage. And every time I came back, they checked it. Every time I had that paper in there, we looked in your luggage. Of course, I didn't have anything.
Yeah, that you know how when they do end up searching your suitcase, they put like this little paper in there. It's a note that says basically, a long story short, we looked in your suitcase.
Mm-hmm. Every time.
All right, so we're getting to know a little bit more about Traveling Granny. She writes, I am from Manchester, UK. I live in Atlanta, Georgia, getting our home ready to sell so we can travel in an RV. I'm enjoying my YouTube family every day. That's
wonderful.
Awesome. That is awesome. Well, Traveling Granny, as you can tell, probably by my accent, I'm not originally from the United States. I lived there with Kimberly. I was born a Dutchman, Netherlands, not in the greater scope of things that far away from the United Kingdom.
No.
So
you've been here now, how many years?
Oh, 7. Yeah, I've been here for 7 years now. And RVing is something that we are kind of interested in as well. It just never quite happened, and we're not really sure where to start. So yeah, we have to yet figure all that out.
We've been to London.
We have been to London, yes. Yeah. It's not quite Manchester, of course, but
it's
the UK. So, Traveling Granny, if we were to travel to England once more and say instead of London we go to Manchester, what would be something you'd say you'd really have to go and see that? All right. What are some of the other comments that I'm seeing here? Lots of conversation among our fellow travelers. Awesome.
Good.
I'm getting behind at this point. Trending Live TV in the house. Hello, lovelios. Hey, big shout out to you. Welcome in on this Friday night. Good to have you in here with us. I do believe you come from Brad Nino. Not 100% sure, but that is what I'm thinking. Chris says, I'll party with Neil. Okay, all right. Sounds good. Then, so you're joining me and Daniel then.
Well, then Laura's coming with us.
Daniel says, Kimberly, is there a casino in Cancun for your birthday?
I don't do casino, but I'm sure there's casinos in Cancun.
Yep. Nancy says, too funny, Kimberly. Trending Live TV has given us the thumbs up. Awesome. Thank you so much. We appreciate that a lot. Eric, in response to the question we asked earlier, if Europe opens up, where would you go? Iceland.
Yeah, he's been wanting to do an Iceland trip. And I'm not saying we're not coming with you.
No, Iceland is on our list as well.
Very high.
We only changed planes there in Reykjavik once, and that was it. But yeah, there is just too much to see and to do that we need some more substantial time to spend there. Darian obviously says Germany. That is the first country he would go to. Thomas says TSA, security, customs, and border protection is self-explanatory. Okay, so they are two separate entities then. All right. Chris says that he would go to England. Darian once again clarifying he would go to Germany.
No, I would never have realized.
That's so funny. Yeah, no, you really would never have realized. Margaret says Megan and I will keep an eye on Kimberly and Nancy. Yeah, that will work.
You coming too, Margaret?
Oh boy, the four of them together. I don't think there can be enough guys. Nick is saying Norway or the highway. Okay. Darian, one more time, Germany. That's great. For Plum Travelers, it will be Austria. Nice. We were in Austria. We drove through there on our way to Italy.
Yes, we did.
We stopped in the city of Innsbruck, and we had a little something there, like some coffee and a pastry or whatever. It was pretty good. It's just, yeah, we drove through. Beautiful scenery in Austria, by the way. It's a gorgeous country from what we saw. Just watch with all the snow, though. If you are driving in the winter, it can get very snowy out on the roads. Thomas asking if we have gotten global entry. No, we have not. But that would be something for us to look into once travel goes back up and running. Plum Travelers with a lot of thumbs up. Awesome, awesome. Trending Live TV. God bless to all of you here, guys. Thank you so much. That's very kind of you. Clay saying, everyone do the thumbs up for Neil Kim. It's been sanitized.
I like that.
That's great. That's great. That's right. Our channel is sanitized.
The button is.
So Megan is interested in some of the Baltic states, being Estonia, Latvia, and Lithuania. You know, when cruising was still up and running, I was actually quite interested in a Baltic cruise. And that had stops in countries like that.
And in addition to,
didn't they start in like Germany or Denmark?
Okay, I have found cruises, but remember too, I also found a land trip that was those countries. And you went to, which looked nice too. Believe me, as soon as we can, we're going. Okay. We're going everywhere.
But the cruise had St. Petersburg, and I really want to see that in Russia.
Yes.
Oh, that would be so awesome. I'll tell you what,
I keep dreaming about cruising.
I cannot blame you. Tyrannical Spirit saying, cool. Trending Live TV says, advance happy birthday, dear Sissy Hoes.
Thanks.
Thank you so much for that. What are Larry and Ananda saying here?
Mexico!
There you go. There's the travel cry. Nancy saying, Kimberly, my oldest granddaughter will be 14 on 2/22.
Aww!
Same day as you. Thomas pointing out that he had global entry for years. So, Thomas, does that really make a lot of difference in your experience? Plum Travel saying, awesome, Friday, no plans. All right, hey, nothing wrong with that. Just enjoying the weekend. That's awesome. Anthony reminding everyone to smash the like button. Thank you so much. Trending Live TV pointing out he's already connected to us. All right, awesome. We appreciate that. Darian saying, FYI, my live stream with Passport 2 will be at 10 a.m. in the morning. Passport 2 is located in Germany, and I wanted to accommodate the time difference. Okay. That's good information there. Yeah, for those of you who are not yet familiar with our friend Darian in here, as the name of his channel is already suggesting, he's a huge fan of visiting Germany, and, well, particularly the spaghetti ice that Germany has to offer. And he's an awesome guy. If you're not yet familiar with him, you may want to pay his channel a visit, check it out, and make sure you fix that. Dewey saying, never was able to find a place to reschedule, and when I entered Atlanta, they had me flagged and let me do my interview right there.
Oh, how nice.
Okay. All right. That worked.
Now, I have a question. Is that just for American citizens? Because Neil doesn't have a USA passport. He has a Dutch one.
Yeah, oh, wait a minute. But I have a permanent resident card.
Yeah.
So that should put some weight in the scale, too. Every time when we go through customs, then I go through the line for citizens.
You know, you go through a line for citizens and permanent residents.
Yeah.
But then I go through the EU line when we go.
Exactly.
Because we're married.
Yeah, it all
They
works
let me go
out.
through up there. They don't separate us anymore.
Yep.
When we first traveled together, we got separated.
Looks like Darian and our Daily Juice doing a little bit of networking here.
Good.
That is awesome. Yes, that's right, guys. If you are a creator in here, throw out the hashtag creator. And if you're a supporter, throw out the hashtag supporter. Thomas Rice is saying, I haven't been abroad since last January. Yeah, it's for many of us travelers adding up at this point, I'm sure. Jim saying Sammy Hager has a club in Mexico called Cabo Wabo. Ooh,
Okay.
I kind of like the name of that, Cabo Wabo. Dewey saying I have a July cruise to Alaska and one in September to Alaska as well. Ooh,
That sounds great.
you know what,
I want to
Alaska?
go to Alaska.
Yeah, that is high on our list, guys. Alaska, we totally want to do that. Did I say hi to Greg Carter? I do believe I did. Huh?
I think you did.
All right, very
Okay.
good. Just making sure. Daniel saying to you, Kimberly, if our July 3rd cancels, we are going to Pittsburgh for that wedding. So that's our chance to see you both.
Oh my God, yeah.
You're coming our way. We're going to make that happen for sure.
We'll go to
Absolutely.
the casino.
Oh, you know what? That new one right here.
Yeah, there's one up by our house.
Yeah, that's a brand new one. You might be cool to take them to.
Yeah.
Let's see. Nick saying Drew Barrymore and Jerry Ryan also share Kimberly's birthday. Nancy saying that Greg Carter is one of our cruise buddies.
Oh, okay.
There you go. Good deal. Good deal. Tyrannical Spirit cannot get it at all. Huh.
Okay.
That's a bummer. Dewey saying that weekend we arrived was the first weekend they had upped the occupancy.
Oh.
And I think they were not prepared for all the people arriving.
Okay.
Yeah, I do know that there were fluctuations between the occupancy rates that were allowed at the all-inclusive resorts.
When we first went on our first group trip to Mexico, they were at 30%.
Yes,
when we went to our
correct.
second one, they were at 60. Now, I have also heard over Christmas, a lot of the resorts that have been, that have proven their sanitation and everything.
Yeah.
We're able to get special waivers to go up to 80%.
Woo, 80 all the way.
Because so many people went to Mexico for Christmas.
That's incredible. Megan says here, Atlanta was so smooth when we went through customs in October. Took less than 20 minutes to clear and recheck our bags.
That's great.
Atlanta for us has been hit or miss. I remember one time that it was really smooth and another time that it was troublesome.
I think I've only been through once.
Yeah, and that was the time with you that we went through and it was a little bit, well, not too smooth. Larry and Ananda saying, last time we went to Mexico, mother-in-law had a wheelchair, no weight at all.
Oh, okay. Yeah, they just took you through real quick.
Well, hey, let that be a benefit. Daniel saying, Kimberly, you were stereotyped, or your luggage was.
Yes. We'll say it was my luggage.
Daniel, without a doubt. Without a doubt. Nick goes, I painted. Oh my gosh. Really, Nick?
Gee, I wonder why.
I wonder why. Traveling Granny is saying, I've been to Holland many times. It's beautiful.
Isn't it though?
Well, thank you. Yeah, there are certain parts that are really nice, but you have to know where to look, really. And a mistake that a lot of people make that visit the Netherlands is that they limit themselves to just Amsterdam. And really, if you drive just
love Amsterdam.
2.5 hours from Amsterdam, like southeast, you get to an area that you would never have thought is part of the Netherlands too. It's totally different.
What about like Texel?
Or yeah, the island of Texel. That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's very nice there. Yep. But that is actually within Europe. It's quite well known, believe it or not.
I didn't know.
Yeah, they get a lot of tourists from and travelers from Germany and from France and all that, and particularly Germany. Nick says, then I painted. I don't and still check. Oh my gosh, he's in rare shape again. Dewey says, count me in as well, Neil. Looks like Dewey is going to be hanging out with Chris and Daniel and me, while Kimberly and Nancy are going to be partying while being, apparently
Megan too.
Margaret and Megan are going to keep an eye on you and Nancy.
Oh, that's a good plan because they'll make sure our drinks are full.
Yeah, and Come to think of that.
They're watching us? Yeah, that's great.
That might not be the best way to go then. Anthony commenting that he does want to go to Iceland. Yeah, I think Iceland is actually on many fellow travelers' destination lists. It sure is on ours. That's actually pretty high up there too. Craig Carter, on the other hand, would prefer to head to the southeast of Europe to see Greece.
Oh, that's definitely there too. Yeah,
Greg, I've been there
awesome.
twice as a kid, and I loved both times. One time to the island of Crete, and one time to an area in the northern part of Greece called Halkidiki. And yeah, it's gorgeous there. It's really beautiful. Excellent areas for snorkeling too, if you're into that. Tyrannical Spirit says, I liked Iceland, I would go right back. Good deal, good deal. Yeah, there are just so many things to do there. It's like the Blue Lagoon, and then there is like some mountain, some ice mountain you can climb. There's all kinds of things out there. Clay wants to go back to Turkey. Ooh,
it's very high on my list. You know what? Every picture I see, it looks amazing, and there's so much history there.
Yeah.
And not to mention the fact that I really love Turkish food.
See, what's interesting about Turkey is that it is like right there on the brink between that separates Europe from both the Middle East and Asia. Mm-hmm. So it's like right
culturally. So
yeah, cool. And it shows in the culture. It shows in their history and in their food and everything. And yeah, it will be a fascinating destination for sure. Plum Traveler says, no driving for me when I travel. Can't say I blame you there. Megan says, Iceland would be my second choice, hoping to go February 2023 to see the Northern Lights. Oh, yes, that is something I totally want to see. Darian says, I hope that you had your sticker toll pass on your windshield when you traveled via Austria.
Yes,
Darian, we did. We actually did. We made sure of it. Yep, that's right. And that's a very good comment you're making here, because yes, if you are going to travel from Germany into Austria,
you have to stickers.
You will need a toll pass, like Darian is pointing out here. And if you don't, guess what? You get to pay a fine. Mm-hmm. Daniel says that he did a Baltic cruise. If you do it, we'll possibly do it again.
Good to know.
Hey, we'll definitely keep that in mind. Thomas says, look into global entry now, as you may be able to complete interviews on your way back from your trip to Mexico.
Okay.
That's good advice, Thomas. Thank you so much for that. Eric says, I need to get my global entries, especially since I have a credit card that pays for it.
Yeah.
Might as well then, right? For sure. Margaret says, I really want to do some adventure traveling. Specifically, I want to visit a live volcano, go tornado chasing, and visit Antarctica.
Okay, Margaret. You're going to have a lot of fun in the next few years.
You know what? I would be game for all three of those. Live volcano, tornado chasing, and visit Antarctica. Yeah, I would.
Okay, I'll do Antarctica. I'll go to a volcano as long as it's like not erupting.
But you would skip the tornado chasing? Really?
I'm not doing that. I've seen tornadoes. I don't want to see them any closer.
You just got to be careful.
No.
Megan says, I get free global entry on a credit card. Never have bothered to get it because mobile passport typically works just as well in normal times. Oh. Yeah, there's something to consider too then. Jonathan says, going to get a cookie cake tomorrow for my daughter's birthday on Sunday. Tomorrow night, we have a new cruise vlog. Yes, indeed. Happy birthday to her. Then I have a new cruise vlog at 6 p.m. EST. It's the Twister boat to Passion Island in Cozumel. It's a good vlog. All right.
Okay.
Thank you so much for that information. We appreciate that. So yeah, if you do have the opportunity to watch the premiere of that, I'm assuming you're making it the premiere, check it out. Nick says there should be a meal plan at airports for global entry. Nick always able to twist and turn words in such a way that you get a whole different meaning to it. That's funny.
You know what? I'm really ready for them to start feeding me on the plane again.
Yeah, that would be nice for sure. Darian thanking us for the awesome shout out. Hey, you're most welcome. You are absolutely most welcome. What?
This is a question that I could put out there because I just thought of it.
Okay.
Do you think they're going to go back to feeding us on planes? Or do you think it's that they're going to say, well, as ongoing increased protocols for sanitation, we're not going to feed you anymore? Because it's just saving a lot of money.
Yeah. It does.
You think they're just not going to?
I think it might be at some point a point of competition, actually.
I don't know. The food isn't that good. I mean,
No,
and now
but
people are bringing their own food on the plane that you buy at the airport. I mean, granted, you pay for it, but you actually get something that's tasty.
you know, this is going to sound maybe a little bit lame, but why isn't there a single airline that actively promotes their food? That
Like
and
big gourmet,
tries
like good food.
yes, and tries to actually make it
Yeah,
into something.
It's called first class. We don't travel that.
Well, I'm just saying. I mean, there's no reason why they couldn't, kind of get a competitor's advantage
The
that way.
people on the other side of that curtain have good food.
I guess so. Megan says global entry is just for US and Canadian citizens.
Thank you, Megan.
Good info
thought
for
so.
sure. So, oh boy, is this how long ago I threw in about the hashtags? All right. You really cannot interrupt me right now. Anthony throws in the hashtag creator. But hey, Anthony, you're definitely a great supporter as well. As is Darian from Magnificent Germany with Darian. Hashtag creator, hashtag supporter. Does an excellent job at both for sure. Same can be said for Plum Travelers, Larry and Ananda. If you aren't familiar with those two friendly fellows, do check them out. Eric B. also throwing in the hashtag creator and supported for sure. And we are very much looking forward to meeting you in Mexico. Greg Carter, awesome supporter, has been with our channel for quite some time at this point. And we always love his company in here. Megan says, hashtag supporter of Mexican tourism. So are we. For sure. Our Duchess of Drinks, who has been with us for quite some time as well. And yeah, for sure. We're going to have a blast again in Mexico. The Six Traveling Shorts, Jonathan's throwing in the hashtag creator and the hashtag supporter. For sure, Jonathan, we always enjoy your company in here, my friend. Absolutely. Dewey, you cannot interrupt me, I said.
I did.
Dewey says supporter and hashtag creator and part-time smartass. Yeah.
Well, see, Nick's full-time.
No denying. Yeah, Nick is full-time. Yeah.
He's full-time.
Hands down. Dewey, I can only agree with all you're writing down here. Daniel says Sammy Hagar and sold Cabo around 10 years ago, but we went.
Oh.
Okay. Well, what did you think of the place, Daniel? Jim asking if we've been seeing any new movies.
Actually, no.
No, but we've started to watch a series.
The Stand.
This is the series about The Stand by Stephen King, and we've been very much enjoying that so far. It's a very good series from what we've been seeing at this point. Traveling Granny. About Manchester. I've been looking forward to this. Manchester has a wide variety of things to see and do. Museums, Manchester United, and City. Yes, that's right. The two soccer superpowers, basically, from Manchester. Cathedrals, gorgeous architecture, lots to see and do. Located just a couple of hours from London. Yeah, I didn't think it could be that far away from London, really. And I'm sure it's quite an easy to reach by like public transport, like train or something. I cannot.
They have good public transport.
I highly doubt there is no. There has to be a direct connection London to Manchester, and there's gotta be. Megan says here there is Nick. It is known as an airline, Amex or Priority Pass Lounge. Oh, okay. Tyrannical Spirit says I am being four-wall crazy.
Yeah.
All right, if you say so, we take your word for it. Traveling Granny says our cruise was postponed from last year. Was for Alaska. Yeah. Alaska, as far as cruises are concerned, are definitely going to be.
It's going to be a while.
Moved to the back burner for now, but hey, just don't take it off that back burner. Thomas says it is great as you get to go to. So this in response to our question, if it's that much of a benefit, the global passport. So it's great as you get to go to a machine and scan passport and do everything on the screen for customs and TSA pre-check is thrown in. $100 is the cost for 5 years.
Okay.
So that evens out to $20 a year. That's not bad. Yeah, for global entry. That's really not bad. It's very cold where? Well, Alaska would be very cold for sure. I think we have another new one in the house.
Hi.
HMQ Olyra, Queen for a cause. Welcome in, welcome in. Let us know where you're tuning in from. Let's see. Oh, I didn't mean to jump that far into the comments. Oh boy.
Oh my God, what are you doing?
Going back to where I was. This is how far behind we are because you keep interrupting me.
I'm not interrupting.
Yes, you are. Let's see here. Thomas saying here, global entry takes 3 minutes for customs. Pain in butt is getting bags back at Chicago O'Hare. Oh, okay. Huh. Yeah, Kimberly isn't exactly fond of Chicago O'Hare Airport either. Are you, Kimberly?
No, I'll be honest. If I'm looking at flights and there's a connection through there and there's a connection through somewhere else, I take somewhere else.
Jonathan says, I want to go anywhere as long as it is on a cruise ship. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what, Jonathan? Me and Kimberly are really, really past due for another cruise as well. We really are.
Come up and say hello again.
Dewey says, my cruise gets to Amsterdam August 21st, but I'm not flying out to August 24th. So we will talk to get some ideas for sightseeing.
Oh, sure.
I can help you with that, Dewey. Yes, we sure can. Absolutely. Darian, even though Germany is the #1 country on his list, as he explicitly pointed out earlier, he does also mention that Greece is surely on his list to travel to. Okay. Yeah, good choice. What can I say? Greg says, I did the Baltic Sea cruise. If anyone gets the chance, do it. Yeah. I cannot see me regretting that, Greg. I really can't. Megan says, Halkidiki is where we went in Greece. Amazing. So just like me many years ago, Megan had a good experience out there. Traveling Granny says, Turkey is absolutely beautiful and the Turkish people are the friendliest, kind people you will ever meet and the food is the best. Well, Traveling Granny, what can we say? If the Turkish food that we're eating here in local restaurants are anything to go by, then I can only imagine what the food has to be like out there in Turkey itself. Looks like our little mascot has joined us again. He is ready for his second time on camera this evening. Right, Eddie? So for those of you who haven't met Eddie yet, this is Eddie, our little dog. He is mascot of To Travel and Tour. Tyrannical Spirit says, but if it is Christmas, I'll go back to Bethlehem. Oh, that has to be something, Bethlehem during Christmas. Mm-hmm. I can't get vaccines being around.
He's allergic to soy.
Oh, yeah, that's due to your soy allergy. I remember you mentioning that on Wednesday. Yeah. Daniel says, Hawaii, live volcano, no tornado. I like that sentence. That's really nicely phrased, Daniel. Nick says, not sure how you visit a tornado. Nick, I am sure that from all people, you could think of a plan to visit a tornado. He says, well, there was the Twister ride at Universal Studios. See, there you go. There's already one way to go at it. Dewey says, I have been chased by too many tornadoes here in central Illinois. I will pass on that adventure, but the volcano in Antarctica, sign me up. Seems like volcano travel is starting to be on the rise. Nick says, I just eat the in-flight magazine.
It's as tasty as the food.
That's funny. Daniel says, short flights, no, but flights to say England or Australia, you need food. Oh, yeah.
I know, but they're not giving you food, I guess.
Thomas says, short haul, no, long haul, yes, for food. Yeah. But yeah, that is what I'm saying. For the long haul, it only stands to reason that airlines would serve their passengers a decent meal. And that is just not happening for the most part. Darian says, I think that they would bring back the food, especially on international flights. Yeah, that is bound to happen, so. I think.
But you know what, though? They're saving money. And you know what? Are you really not going to fly because they didn't give you food?
Unless they're going to kind of take the approach they took with baggage, that they no longer include it unless you pay for it.
Well, see, no, some of them were already doing that.
Oh, I know, but that has, for the longest time, been more so a thing of budget airlines.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't be surprised if some of the non-budget airlines are going to start implementing that too. So essentially, that would mean that you still pay, the customary prices, but with less legroom, no food, basically less comfort than ever. Doesn't really make sense, does it? Dewey says first class isn't any better these days on most airlines. Really?
Really?
That surprises me. Let's see. Megan says more airlines will have stripped down services for long hauls when they return. Baggage and food will be extra as if you are flying Spirit, which would be no bueno for any flight over 2 hours. Yeah.
I know.
Yeah, that would for sure be a bummer. Yeah. Thomas says there are reciprocal programs with the Netherlands. Oh, okay. That's a good deal. Nancy Fields throwing in the hashtag supporter. Oh, you for sure are, Nancy. Absolutely. Absolutely. And whenever you and Daniel come to Pittsburgh, you bet we're going to meet up.
Together.
We're totally going to do that. Traveling Granny throwing in hashtag creator and hashtag supporter. I have not been posting videos for long, but I am enjoying learning how.
That's wonderful.
That is so awesome.
Out.
Yeah. We are not yet familiar with you either.
No.
So we are definitely going to stop by.
You know what? Everybody who's here, you might want to take the moment and check out Traveling Granny.
Yes. Brand new to our community. So hopefully that will get her some more support from our community. That will be absolutely awesome. Daniel says, hashtag supporter and poor attempts at comedy.
We love you.
I don't think it's necessarily poor attempts, Daniel. They're actually pretty good attempts. Thomas Reiser also throwing in hashtag supporter for sure. Yeah. Thomas, ever since he started coming around in our live streams,
always provides valuable information.
Yeah, and you know what I like too is that in our To Travel and Tour community page,
he puts in great information.
He will share articles and everything, and that's always very, very valuable. Nick says it is a living hashtag full-time smartass. Yes. Oh, that's great. Tyrannical Spirit says I'm a musician, so I'm creator. You for sure are. Absolutely. But hey, I for one, I vote you're a supporter too.
Yes,
you really are. You've been coming way too much to our live streams for that.
And we enjoy you.
Yep. Megan says my bad mobile passport is just for U.S. Canadian citizens. Global entry includes U.S. lawful permanent residents, so Neil would qualify. Okay. That's excellent information, Megan. Thank you so much for that. Margaret says there is a train from London to Manchester. It takes about 2 hours, or you can drive the M1 or M6, I believe, and that takes around 4 hours, if I remember correctly.
Wow.
We will then be taking the train. Thomas says Manchester trains go out of London, Euston. Okay. Well, that shouldn't be too hard to get to then. Megan says, and global entry also includes citizens of Argentina, India, Colombia, UK, Germany, Panama, Singapore, South Korea, Switzerland, Taiwan, and Mexico nationals. Okay.
Thank you.
Wow. A lot of information on that topic. That's awesome. Traveling Granny says, I will never go to Chicago Airport again. Well, guess what, Traveling Granny? You are with Kimberly on that one.
Yeah.
And you know what? The funny thing is...
What's the other airport you could go to? It didn't matter. I picked it.
The funny thing is, with Chicago O'Hare, I have kind of like a similar experience as I had with Atlanta. It's like hit or miss. The first time when I went, that was actually when I immigrated to the United States. I didn't have a hard time. But the second time when I went with Kimberly, it was all of a sudden a lot more complicated to get from A to B.
But it wasn't even that difficult. It was nowhere near what Chicago was.
Yeah. Daniel says, anyone ever done a Great Lakes cruise? Not me.
You know what? No. Mostly because they're expensive.
Are they? You would know it better than me.
The river cruises and the lakes and stuff always tend to be so expensive versus an ocean cruise.
Yeah. Let's see here. Traveling Granny likes seeing Eddie here. Precious fur baby. Yeah, there he is. Baby. Maybe you can show him a little better. There he is. Oh, he's a little sleepy.
Yeah, he's getting him on his belly and he's sleeping. We got him. He's a rescue. We got him from the cat shelter.
Yeah, we were looking for a cat and came home with Eddie.
Yeah.
Tyrannical Spirit, happy to see Eddie once more. Megan says Chicago, LaGuardia, and Philly are on my list of airports to avoid.
Yeah. I haven't been to LaGuardia, but I can understand why we go through Philly sometimes because
Philly is all right in my opinion.
I think
it's all right.
It's not my favorite.
It's not my favorite, but it's acceptable. Eric goes, Edward!
Yeah.
Larry and Anana, happy to see Eddie here. Larry and Anana saying, must be going. Good night, Neil Kimberly. Good night. Oh, hey,
sleep well.
Thank you so much for joining us tonight. Always great to have you in here, guys. So sleep well and hopefully until next time. Thomas says, what part of Central Illinois are you in? I'm in Champaign-Urbana.
That's probably for Dewey.
Yeah. I would believe so, yeah. Nick says, Hiroshima and Chernobyl are my airports to avoid.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I can understand that. Looks like Dewey and Thomas are not that far apart from each other, both in Urbana.
Wow.
Daniel says, on flights, if you don't eat food, you will also use the facilities less, again, as savings. That is an excellent point you're making here, Daniel. You're right.
Although, if given the opportunity to avoid the facilities, I take that opportunity.
Daniel actually phrased it exactly right. It's facilities.
Yeah, I don't want to use them.
I would appreciate a little bit more headroom in the facilities.
Yeah.
That would be nice. And not being shaken violently during turbulence, almost hitting my head off of the ceiling all the time.
Oh my God, I'm sitting there. And we're in this little tiny plane that he couldn't even stand in the aisle. And he goes, and there was a smooth flight. He gets in the restroom, and I swear to God, it was shaking us like this.
The moment I shut that little tiny crappy door behind me.
And engaged in what you started.
It was like someone grabbed the plane and started shaking it violently.
And everybody in the plane's going, oh! And I'm sitting there laughing because I know he's trying to pee.
Well, much to your surprise, I came out okay.
Yeah, but how did the bathroom fare?
We don't talk about that.
No one should ever go in that bathroom again.
They're still cleaning that one. Tyrannical Spirit says, I was wondering if you could answer a question about what happens to yarn at your workplace. I heard you can get non-sellable yarn cheap. I was not sure.
I've never heard of such a thing. I have no idea.
Yeah, that is not the department we happen to work in, Tyrannical Spirit. But yeah, I honestly, the only honest answer I can tell you here is that we absolutely do not know.
I have no idea.
Eric says first class in US carriers are weak, but on most international carriers, the next level. Okay. That's good. Well, you know what? I can tell you this compared to US carriers, even like economy, there's a difference between, for instance, KLM economy and a Delta economy or a United economy. You want KLM, right, Kimberly?
I like KLM. KLM has more legroom too. I don't care what you say.
They do. Traveling Granny, really enjoying herself in from what it looks like. That is awesome. That is what I was hoping for. Nancy says, oh yeah, I cannot wait to meet you and you in person. Will be fun times, hopefully this year. Oh, hey, where there is a will, there is a way, guys. If you want that,
we gotta make it work.
We're gonna make it work. It's that simple. Dewey just paid Traveling Granny a visit and connected with her. That is awesome. Yeah, just try to avoid the S word in our live stream, please. Megan says, sorry for the info overload. Thomas Rice was fact-checking me, so I had to deliver. Hey, not a problem.
You're good.
Not a problem. Traveling Granny seems to have returned the favor to Dewey. Awesome, good deal. Nick says the train from London to Manchester, New Hampshire takes a lot longer.
I bet.
Yes.
New Hampshire.
Yeah. That's a little bit further away. Daniel says, I flew into Chicago midway to drive Nancy to California to move in with me. And so it began. Oh, so there is a story there. Thomas says, I'm used to O'Hare, so I don't mind flying in and out of there. Yeah, I can see that. When you're familiar with an airport like that, then yeah. Eddie's so adorable, says Greg. Oh, he is, for sure. Daniel's wondering, isn't Eddie a long-haired cat? Daniel, honestly, I am not exactly convinced that he's 100% dog.
I know.
If you look at his behavior, there are too many things that scream cat. There really are. Let's see here. Thomas is not fond of Philly Airport. Yeah. Dewey says that in the 70s, Philly was a great airport. They had an awesome game room we used to go to all the time. I'll have to tell you that story soon. Oh, okay. Looking forward to it. Greg says, I fly from O'Hare and Midway and hate them both, but nearest airport takes me back to O'Hare to change planes most of the time.
God.
So no matter what, it's like this obnoxious magnet that keeps pulling you back somehow. There you go. Neil was doing the Elvis. He was all shook up.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of
and
like
I'm
that.
There laughing. Everybody's looking at me like I'm crazy.
Oh, boy. Thomas says, I have hit my head and concussed it. Oh
my God.
That's not good. Tyrannical Spirit says, okay, I was not so sure either. Megan saying, Neil selling yarn, really having a good laugh over that image. Yeah, that would be something else, right?
It's okay. Eddie.
Let's see. Tyrannical Spirit is listening and making another camo blanket. All right. Nice. Chemo? Is it chemo?
I don't know. I think he's giving them to patients.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay. I see now what I thought at first it might be a type of blanket. I didn't. Okay. I get it now. Daniel says, we got bumped into first class one time. Madrid to Barcelona, 45-minute flight. LOL, not long enough to know the difference. Yeah. Yeah, 45-minute flight is really not that far. Thomas Reiser is a fan of British Airways. Okay, what do you like about British Airways? Megan says KLM flies the 787 Dreamliner to many US destinations, one of the most comfortable planes ever. I do believe that, Megan. Yeah, that wouldn't surprise me.
Eddie, what are you doing?
Nick says, I can never decide whether or not to pee in the plane. It's a real fluid situation. Yes, no doubt it is. Dewey says, now you just need to get Eddie trained to use a litter box. With a little bit of help, I could probably get him there, Dewey.
At least a puppy pad.
Tyrannical Spirit says, maybe Eddie was in a home with cats. That is what we're thinking. That is what we're thinking. Looks like Anthony Simone has a milestone to celebrate.
Oh.
Congrats to Anthony Simone for now having 250 friends on his channel.
That's wonderful.
That is an amazing milestone, Anthony. And once you hit that number, then
it starts to roll.
It's going to start rolling for you. So keep up the good work and you are going to get there. Dewey says, I have had a harder time going to the bathroom when I am drunk compared to going in the small bathrooms on planes.
Really?
Wow. That is something. Thomas says Champagne has flights to ORD, CLT, and
DFW.
DFW. I think that is Dallas Fort Worth, DFW. I also know ORD is O'Hare. CLT. Which airport is CLT again? Let's see. Okay, so Tyrannical Spirit is indeed making blankets for Ronald McDonald's House and Hospital. Okay, yeah,
that's wonderful.
That's really, really kind of you for sure. Daniel says we have to drop off, but we'll let the video run. Good night, fellow travelers. All right. Hey, Daniel, Nancy, thank you so much for joining us, guys. Always enjoy your company, and we will see you next time, hopefully. Tyrannical Spirit says that he has 127 friends and posted a new video with a twist. Ooh, I like twists. CLT is Charlotte. Oh, okay, thank you. Yeah, didn't realize that. Looks like Traveling Granny visited Anthony. Nice. Aww. That's awesome. All right.
And we're caught up.
And we are caught up. So at first I got caught up after 2 minutes and then it took me an hour and a half.
Yes.
All right, good deal. So now it is time for our tradition in our live stream.
Oh my God, we never take us to the background.
Never even...
An hour and a half.
I know. We have been on our... That's not my fault. Don't beat me for that.
Eddie, what are you doing? You're being weird.
Anyways, for Traveling Granny and for everyone else who is fairly new to our live stream and may not have witnessed this yet, it is tradition in our live stream to guess the background by everyone in the chat. So if you can think of the place where this picture was taken, do put in your best guess now. And then we'll see who can get it right. We can tell you already that the picture behind us is a picture that we took ourselves.
Yes.
So it doesn't come from any other fellow travelers, even though other fellow travelers are more than welcome to submit a picture to our email address. That's totravelandtour@gmail.com. If you want us to use your picture for the background, submit them to that email address, totravelandtour@gmail.com. Write in the email, please, real short, that you give us permission to use your pictures for this purpose. And that way, sooner or later, we can use it. So let's have a look here. I see some guesses coming in. What are you doing? You're like shoving me aside now.
Well, because Eddie's shoving you aside.
Oh, okay.
And was trying to lay down.
So I see some guesses coming in and I see a question coming in. Megan, it's not a cruise port, even though I can totally see why you are saying that. Here, we'll show the picture a little bit better. There we are. It looks like a bit of a corridor. Megan's guess for cruise port was indeed not that far off a cry. Let's see. Tyrannical Spirit asking to get a good look at it. Okay, we'll show it to everyone one more time and then go ahead and put in your absolute best guess. There it is. That is the background we have right now. Let's see who can get this right. I see a lot of guesses coming in at this point. And I do believe that I'm seeing the right one among them already.
Oh, yeah. She was waiting. She pounced on that.
I figured this was going to be an easy one. I will go over this comment first from Megan. Anyone gone through customs at Houston Hobby will be doing so in March. It is one of the few international airports in the US I have not transited through. Huh. No, I'm not familiar with Houston.
Where are you going in March?
We have not been to any airport in Texas yet, have we?
Oh, on the way back from our trip. Yeah, I guess you are going through there, aren't you?
Yeah. Charlotte is much bigger than I was expecting, says Eric B. Charlotte Airport. I'm not sure. I'm unfamiliar with that one, Eric, but I do believe that because Charlotte is one of those airports that is like a major airport for travelers from Europe coming in. So that doesn't really surprise me. Anyways, the guesses we are getting... Margaret says it's Miami International Airport. Eric says Amsterdam Airport. Let's see. Anthony's thought it was the Port of Miami. Nick thinks that it's the Pineapple Under the Sea.
Yes.
Megan says Miami, but says that she is totally piggybacking off Margaret on the way to Mexico, October 2021. Traveling Granny thinks it is Belize. Nick says Ocean Hazard. Oh my gosh.
No, you don't go on the way to Mexico. On the way to Mexico, you go through Baltimore. You fly to Mexico with us. You must be going through Houston on the way home.
Yeah, but I think she's commenting on the background, Kimberly.
Oh.
Anyways, for those of you who had, just like Margaret was the first one to put it in, Miami International Airport, you are correct. This is indeed that particular airport. We thought it was actually a very nice airport. It has like all these decorations left and right, very nice atmosphere. And well, it was really a pleasure traveling through there. It really was. I will say, though, that Anthony may qualify for a few points.
Yes,
right?
Of course.
Kimberly, you are always the one hand awarding points.
Yes, we'll give Anthony 500,000 points.
500,000 points for at least getting right that this is in Miami. So then I'm assuming that Margaret gets the jackpot.
Yes, the 1,000,000 points.
1,000,000 points, yes.
The redeemable in Mexico.
And what are you giving Megan for piggybacking off Margaret?
She'll get a drink.
A drink. Okay. I'm sure she can go for that. Let's see. Tyrannical Spirit, not fond of Chicago O'Hare Airport.
That seems to be the majority of people.
Yeah, it does. Megan also pointing out that Charlotte Airport is an American Airlines hub. Let's see, there you go. Isn't Delta like based in Atlanta?
I don't know.
I thought they were. Eric says that he has been to both airports in Houston, but never been to the Miami one. Always went through Fort Lauderdale. That is what we did for the longest time, Eric. But then last year that changed during this, I want to say second time we went. Yeah, we changed planes. We flew, where did we fly? Pittsburgh, Miami, and then Miami, Cancun, right?
I don't know if Miami was on the way there or on the way back.
No, it was on the way there because we went back to Philadelphia.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah. Yeah, you have to go to Philadelphia.
Tyrannical Spirit says, not sure on this one. Traveling Granny says, Miami International Airport is where I entered into the USA my very first time. Nice.
That's nice.
That is so awesome. Well, for me to go to my very first time to the USA, that was as a kid. And I want to say the very first US airport I ever entered was JFK. But don't pin me to that. I'd have to check with my parents because I was really little. But I think it was JFK. Anthony just got shorted. He did. Darian saying, yes, Delta is based in Atlanta. Anthony also confirming that. Traveling Granny confirming that. Yes, Delta is a home base here in Atlanta. See, I thought so. Darian saying, I flew out of Miami to Germany once. Very nice airport. Yeah, we were impressed. We really were. Tyrannical Spirit says, I was told in O'Hare to fold up my military uniform. I refused and rented the car.
Wow.
to fold up your military uniform.
Hmm.
That surprises me, because a lot of airlines are actually, if anything, well, I'm speaking U.S. airlines, are all about honoring the military.
Yeah.
So that surprises me. Megan says Delta's main hub is Atlanta. Other hubs include Minneapolis, Detroit, Seattle, Salt Lake City, and LAX and JFK are focus cities. Ah, okay. All right. Well, we have become very familiar at this point with the airports of Washington, D.C. and Baltimore. And
we're going out of Baltimore this time.
One thing I find very interesting about the D.C. airport is that it has nothing to do really with D.C. It's technically located in the state of Virginia. I didn't know that until, well, a few years ago. But yeah, it was interesting. I think I realized after we crossed the border from Maryland into Virginia. And I'm like, wait a minute, we're entering Virginia here, but we're going to the DC airport. How does that work? But yeah, that's I find those things interesting to find out and discover. Let's see. Margaret says, time for me to get my daughter to bed and read her a story. Good night, everyone. Have a fabulous weekend. Hey, Margaret, thank you so much for joining us and for all your information. And hope you have a great weekend. And we will see you soon. Anthony is asking, do we have a layover? No, not this time, Anthony.
Actually, we're going direct. We're going to drive down to, hey, baby. We're going to drive down to Baltimore, and we'll stay overnight. And then the next day we'll fly out and we'll get to fly direct. Now, the nice thing is Nick and Megan are going to meet us at the Baltimore airport, and we get to go on the same flight and fly together.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
To Mexico, to Cancun. So we're going to get to have our first margaritas together.
There you go. Thomas is fond of DCA. Is that DC airport what he is saying?
No.
Or am I wrong?
DC is IAD. Right.
Okay. Thomas, what airport would that be? Eric says, I've been to 41 airports. I counted them on my last layover. Oh, wow. Yeah, there you go. There's something to do during your layover for sure. That's a good way to use your time. Tyrannical Spirit says, other airports were good about my uniform, even putting it up in cockpit a couple times. Mm-hmm. Nice. That's good. Traveling Granny says that her husband retired from Delta after 40 years. So we travel mainly with Delta. Yeah, that only makes sense. That only makes sense. That's awesome. Nice. Tyrannical Spirit says, now no traveling in military uniforms.
Okay.
All right. Megan says, Nick will be the pilot. Oh, gee.
Let's not. Eric
pointing out that Cancun will be his 42nd airport. Ooh, wow. That's crazy. I don't know how many airports I've been to.
I don't know. I never counted.
We should count that.
Oh, now we know what we're going to be doing tonight.
Well, maybe not tonight, but at some point. The ECA is Reagan National. Okay. I didn't know. I would never have guessed that. Thank you for that additional info. Tyrannical Spirit says, another Viso and Neil running to each other. Oh, well, I don't know, actually, if Rafael and Amanda are going to be. I don't think they are, actually, unfortunately.
It's during the
I wish they were,
season.
But yeah. So they're not going to be able to. But yeah, Tyrannical Spirit is referring to the intro video to the collab series that we did together with Viso's Travel. And there was really a funny little something in which me and Rafael were recorded running towards each other in a very dramatic fashion. And then, well, the social distancing greeting. Yeah. Just watch it. It's only a minute and a half or so. It's funny to watch.
It could almost be a short.
It almost could be, yeah. Let's see. Some conversation among our fellow travelers.
Hey, there's Viso.
Well, speaking of the devil. Hey, TTT, sorry, we just got home from a gymnastics competition. Hey, no problem at all, my friend. I'm just happy you are here regardless at some point. We were just talking about you because Tyrannical Spirit here brought a comment or made a comment. He said another Viso and Neil running to each other, making a reference to that short video we made for our collab series about the Mexico trip. So yeah, I'm glad you tuned in for that. Let's see. I think we are all caught up again there. All right, good deal. All right, let's talk a little bit about what all we have coming up here soon. Consider that it's getting kind of late at this
I
point.
think it is. What time is it?
It's like 1:45.
Oh, wow.
Yep. Anyways, I have finished another video, not a shorts video though. This is going to be the second one of the Ocean Maya Royale all-inclusive resort in Mexico. This time it will be about the grounds of the resort. I plan on premiering that either this Sunday or Monday. Not yet. I haven't yet decided which of the 2 days I'm going to pick. I'm also going to try for as long as I last to put up these little shorts videos every day at the beginning. We'll see how long I'm going to last doing that, because between that and just my regular job, it has been a lot lately. So, but we'll see how long I'm going to last. What else do we have then on Wednesday? Of course, that is when our regular show is at 5:30 p.m. EST. So there will be a live stream then, and then we're back to Friday at 11 p.m. EST for the next Night Owl edition. Some more comments coming in here. Raphael saying that he loves that little video before the collab series.
Yeah.
I remember people at the beach laughing at us. Yeah. They were very.
Didn't know what was going on.
No, they didn't know what was going on, but it was funny to notice that there were several people that actually stopped and was like, "Hey, what are they doing? Things are being recorded here." Meanwhile, of course, we are no ones. I mean, it's nothing really that spectacular, but people stopped nevertheless. So we thought it was interesting. Ravel saying hi to Eddie then. Megan inquiring how Ashley did with her gymnastics. Raphael saying, is at an airport behind you? And Kim, did you change your hair again?
Okay.
Yes, and she has the right color now, Raphael.
Raphael, it was changed on Wednesday. Honey, you didn't notice it on Wednesday. It's the same as it was on Wednesday. Basically, okay, let me tell you all what I'm doing.
Okay, what are you doing?
Okay, have you heard of Overtone? Okay, it's a color conditioner. And what I'm trying to do is, because I do have gray, I went pretty much gray when I was like 30. And I always color my hair, and I've always colored my hair even before I went gray. But I'm trying to do something that's healthier for my hair, because I'm trying to get a little more length to it, and I want it to look shiny. I want it to look nice. So I decided to start trying this new product. And the first color I did was chocolate brown, and it turned my hair a very lovely shade of orange and yellow. That wasn't so good. You might see that in one of the videos. It didn't look as bad on film as it did in person. And then I told them that doesn't work for me, and I ordered the espresso. And this is the espresso brown, and I'm very happy with it. So, I mean,
this is a way better color for you.
So far, it's working out good, and my hair is really shiny, and it feels really soft. And I'm hopeful after everything starts growing in and all of that, the color will even out a little bit more.
All right. Tyrannical Spirit is going to call it a night. I'm still fighting pneumonia. We're sorry to hear that, my friend. Hopefully you will get better soon. Yeah. Traveling Granny says, I put out a short video last week. It has over 3,600 views. Crazy. Good for you. Congratulations on that success. That is awesome. As for us, our shorts have not been performing that spectacular. We're still very much testing, see what works, see what doesn't, and so far nothing is really that much working, but it doesn't stop us from posting them anyways. Rafael answering Mega's question, Ashley did okay, finished first on the beam, second on the floor, third on the vault, and sixth in the bar. She fell, so third all around. Okay, well, hey, that is still a spot on the podium. That's bronze, so at least a medal. Rafael says, I like it, Kim, so it is an airport. Yes, Rafael, actually is. It was guessed first by Margaret, because we already did the Guess the Background game. It is Miami International Airport, what you're seeing here. All right. So for those of you who haven't done so yet, this is going to be the last chance to hit those thumbs up for us. We would really appreciate if you could hit those on your way out. We're going to be wrapping it up in here. We want to thank everyone for joining us tonight. We had a great time talking to everyone. Big and warm welcome to everyone who joined us for the first time, of course. So Traveling Granny, I think she's the only one left at this point of the new ones that joined us. Awesome to have you with us. We hope you enjoyed our show, and we hope to see you again. we had a great time once more.
We enjoyed everybody's company,
Yes,
as always.
as always. Special thank you also to our moderators who also made sure that everything was nice, going nice and smooth. We always appreciate what you guys are doing. All right, that's it for today, fellow travelers. Until next time, this is Neil.
And I'm Kimberly.
And this is To Travel and Tour TV.
And this is Eddie.
And that's Eddie. That's right. See you next time.
Did I say Eddie?